Hey guys, Julian coming to you from Superweek here at LCS. Joining me is dignitas jungler Crumbzz. Crumbzz, how are you doing today?
Very well, thanks for asking.
Now, you guys totally stomped this week. You guys went 5-0 during Superweek. How does it feel to come off of that?
It's really good. I mean, we're repeating to my team. Let's go 5-0. Let's go 5-0, and we actually did it. So, really glad about that. And yeah, you just look to there's like 16 more games for us to play. So that's 16 more games that we have to win before we say, oh, we won.
Yeah, you guys. I mean, you have that half season, so it kind of comes up to the All-Star break. Are you guys at all worried about having to reapply, sort of go against the bottom four, or you guys think it's pretty much a shoe-in dignitas number one?
Absolutely not worried about any team at this point, to be honest. If we just keep playing how we have, we should be able to cruise throughout the entire season all the way into the spring one, which is what we want to do. And I think we proved that we can beat any team here, and they can give us a run for our money, but I think ultimately if we just play and practice how we've been doing so far, we're not going to drop more games.
Now, you kind of have like a bye next week, and then the next big LCS games are going to be coming up at MLG Dallas. Are you guys have anything planned in between? Are you guys going to take some days off, some vacation, or are you just going to be league for the next couple weeks?
Well, a lot of us are flying back to where we're from. I know Cutie Pie is like traveling somewhere in the States, in the East Coast. I'm going back to Canada, and maybe Kiwi Kid's going back to Texas, something like that. But we're not really going to take many days off. After we get back to where we're vacationing, you could say, we're going to be practicing just as if we were in a gaming house. And then just a regular schedule, 6 days a week of games, 1 day off, and until the MLG Dallas, we'll just play like that.
Now, MLG Dallas is coming up. You guys aren't necessarily playing in the full tournament. It's just sort of an LCS. How many games are you guys going into doing that? Is that just like another Super Week, or is it kind of like normal?
I am not sure, actually. I have not looked at the schedule, but I really don't know, actually. We're just going to take it as any other. But I know that during the entire, I think it's a 17-day span breaks starting today, we're going to be looking to change a lot of things that we've been playing. So that's going to be fun.
Now you mentioned change, like everything sort of going right now. You have sort of been playing, in a way, one specific team comp where, you know, Skara plays one or two champions and Kiwi Kid plays one or two champions. Are you guys looking to sort of make it a little bit more diverse, or are you guys going to sort of stick with that, sort of form around that sort of team comp?
Well, I don't want to get into too much detail about it, obviously, but just expand as much champion pools and play styles as possible. You know, you want to explore all the possibilities you have as a team, and in having such a long break, we really have a lot of time to test our limits as to how well we can play one thing or another. Unlike the past week, for instance, you can say, oh, I want to change my complete play style, but you only have 3 days to pull it off, so it's not worth it. This is the break that it's worth it.
Now, you're living with complexity currently, and you said after this week you're going to head back to Canada, so go back to it all. How's it been living with complexity? Is it more of kind of a lot of rivalry, almost like sibling rivalry, or is it just kind of like you help them out, they help you out?
Well, they're an upcoming team, and they haven't been into the pro scene as long as us have been, so I help them out as much as I can, and obviously they help me out a lot just by I stayed at their place for 30 days, so I want to help them out as much as I can, not just in the game and just every other aspect I can. And we're just friends. That's it. There really is no competition between us. Even yesterday, where we were against each other, there was no hard feelings. There was absolutely nothing. We're friends all the way through in them. But when we get into the game, that's the time that it's not even play. It's not I'm playing against this player. No, I'm a champion playing against this champion. That's how we view it.
Now, coming out of this game, you guys just got done playing Marn. Were you guys at all worried about this matchup, or is there anything you guys sort of practiced going into this? Or
I gotta say that I think this matchup, for some reason, I feel like maybe we might have been a little bit more nervous than any other matchup because it was really overhyped. Like, it was like, oh, Marn. And then we hadn't played much against them, but we played them in the first week, and we even played them way before that in Instagram. So we knew kind of what to expect. We did all our scouting, but still we wanted to just have it down to a complete T, because you want to finish off your week with a win, and especially against a team that everybody was coining as, what was it? The Giant Slayer, something like that.
Sort of like the David Goliath story in a way.
David and Goliath. So just having that hype around it made me a little bit nervous. But as soon as we got down and picked some bans, it was a completely different story. I kind of like just get nervous before an activity, just all the other thing. But once I get into it, it's like a out of body experience. I just let myself do the thing and just sit and watch.
Now, you just played Marn. They kind of had you sort of target Mega Zero. It seems like as far as your banning is concerned, they sort of targeted Cutie Pie, and you guys sort of targeted Mega Zero. Is that normally what you guys sort of planned, or was it just kind of how it came out?
I mean, some teams have a weak link. Some other teams just have certain players that are extraordinary with certain champions, and we just felt that Mega Zero simply was the weak link in terms of his champion pool. And I mean, I think I can just go out and say, but pretty much we saw how they played, and their playstyle revolved around Mega Zero having a strong assassin diving champion that can survive for a long time. So banning his two most comfortable champions, Renekton and Akali, he puts him on a champion that he's not comfortable with. And if he's not comfortable, that means his entire team is not comfortable in the team fight when they're used to him being able to dish out damage and tank for his teammates. So just targeting a ban to him like that and then revolving our picks around denying them as well, I think kind of just solidified our strategy just in picks and bans. I feel like we just came out ahead just from that.
So Dignitas is going to go all the way this season. Dignitas #1 world champions.
I don't want to say world champions yet, but let's just say spring season for sure. Yeah, I think
#1 NA.
Yeah, #1 NA. Yeah.
Okay, cool. Well, thank you, Crumbzz, for the interview. I really appreciate it.
Thanks.
Yeah. Is there any shout-outs you sort of want to give Team Dignitas, anything like that?
I'd like to give a shout-out to Team Dignitas, my supporters as well, my fans, and Alienware, and to Miss Lowmark.
Thanks, Crumbzz. I really appreciate it again. This is Julian coming to you from Superweek here at LCS. You can follow all of our stuff at MOBAFire.com/esports.
MOBAFire TV is sponsored by Origin and Razer.